Some dude gave me $240 last night because he thought I was pretty. Lol. I sang this at school, and the principal played it over the speaker. I love my school. We legit quit the school day from learning and everyone had to learn the lyrics. We're singing it on Tuesday as a school. Can't wait. I was treating a teen boy with cancer. He was extremely angry at everyone in his last days. His mom tried to pray over him but he would refuse. As he was taking his last breath she told him to go into the light and pray to God. He spit in her face and said, "F God," and then died. Honestly, the peak of high school was when my ex called the police on me for calling him Mr. 4 inches and they showed up at my door with a tweet printed out and laminated. When I was 14, I started making the virus so I can spy on this girl, and I found out she's cheating on me with my best friend, so I never spied GIFs again. And then there was this guy who used to bully a disabled kid and it pissed me off, so I spied his webcam and recorded him while he was beating his meat, and I published it all over schools. F that guy, he punched the disabled kid in the face, and also I installed a virus on his PC and it broke the whole thing. But since these things are illegal in the United States, I won't do them here, except on my dad. Lol. Sure kiddo. You guys haven't talked to serial killers? Well, smart ones anyway. I once had a conversation with Jeff Dauber and even someone like Charles Manson during a research project. Both were fascinated of how much like them I was. My friend was just threatened by a drunk man as she was walking alone. She was going to tell him off, but he had a knife in hand. He demanded to know if she was a man or woman. She showed him her vagina and got away. My 4-year-old niece didn't even make it to the end of The Little Mermaid before she said, "All of that for a man? Can we just watch Cars again?" When I was a child, my sister and I ate the leftovers of our uncle's wife who died in an accident. An 18-wheeler ran over her and her body went into pieces. When they buried her, some leftover meat was left in the coffin. My sister and I got in the coffin and started eating it. When my mom came back home, she found us still inside the coffin eating meat and hair. It wasn't scary back then, we were kids, but now it is. When I was in 4th grade, we were doing a math lesson and all of a sudden the teachers were like, "Have you ever seen a pregnant bird?" And everyone's just like, "No." And then she slams her hand on the table and screams, "That's because they don't exist." And one kid in the back just blurts out, "What does this have to do with math?" Working the Bob Dylan show tomorrow. After I put the stage together, he begged me to play on stage with him. No big deal. I turned him down. Anyways, I'll see all y'all at the show. I am a barista at a coffee shop. We're pretty busy, but 2 older female customers are talking loudly enough to be heard by the whole shop. Woman 1. Well, at least your daughter hasn't forgotten that she is a woman. Woman 2. Oh, I know. It's such a shame when a girl forgets her feminine side. At this point, woman 2 sees a bald teenager on the other side of the shop and gestures towards her. Woman 2, like her, she'd be so pretty with hair. Hearing this, the bald girl stands up, completely calm, and walked over to the 2 women. The entire shop tells silent. Bald girl holds out her hand. "Hi, my name is name, and I'm going through chemotherapy." Both women go scarlet and run out of the shop. The girl got an ovation and a free drink. Lol, this guy I know literally deleted me off of all social media and told me it was because I was too attractive to look at. Are you serious right now? This is the problem with our society. When I was in high school, I was approached by the teachers board and asked to teach sex ed, because despite being only 15, I was so knowledgeable and experienced with sex. When an Indian guy calls your department to say he is from Microsoft and want to check your system isn't already funny enough. With permission of manager, I let him think he is accessing my system, but I reversed the process so I could actually access his files and saw thousands of credit card account data amongst other dark web stuff. And while I was on the phone, letting him think he hacked my computer, I actually deleted all his stolen files and back up the data to confront him and later sent all his information to the police. Why? Because I can. My mom just walked in my room, yelled, "Smoke marijuana," and walked out. In my interview this morning, HR, tell us about yourself. Me. I am Madeline. I am 29. Sagittarius, Slytherin, llama enthusiast, and secretly a mermaid. HR. Laughing so hard she can't breath. Good, I'm glad you're not a Hufflepuff. Side note, not hating on the Puffs, just thought it was a hilarious interaction and definitely an icebreaker. I am Australian. We don't tip. This one time a waiter got pissed because I didn't tip and I stood up and said I was Australian. Everyone cheered and clapped and then the waiter got fired on the spot. So, to my surprise, just woke up at 5'9½", 13. I was 5'5" last night. Is this tall to basketball standards? Should I start basketball? Today I overheard someone in my school say, "So what, he died? He wasn't that great," and punched the kid in the throat and proceeded to kick him on the floor whilst my peers formed a circle around him screaming how great Stanley is. What a king. I was complaining about my boss to my boyfriend and the Monday after that I walked into work and was told to go straight to the sales office. I get there and the door had my name on it. He bought the whole company.